Archangel Michael now says, listen carefully because this is not noise. This is not imagination. This is not coincidence. This is a message carried through stillness. I am Archangel Michael, and I stand where fear cannot cross. You have been watched over longer than you realize. In moments when your strength felt gone, I was already ahead of you. Blocking what would have broken you. Redirecting what would have delayed your destiny. Some of the hardest seasons of your life were not punishments. They were interventions. You were protected from people who smiled too easily, from paths that looked right but ended in loss, from versions of yourself that would have settled for less than truth. Do not grieve what did not work out. It was never meant to survive the future you are stepping into. I know you grew tired of being strong, tired of holding faith together with quiet hands, tired of trusting when answers stayed silent. But hear this clearly now, silence was never absence. It was preparation. Every delay sharpened your discernment. Every disappointment strengthened your spiritual spine. Every moment you chose peace over reaction shifted your alignment. You are no longer in a season of survival. You are in a season of positioning. Lower your guard. Not everything approaching you is a threat. Some things are arriving to stay. Release the habit of expecting loss after every blessing. That was learned in battle. But this is not battle territory anymore. What is coming does not need you anxious to exist. It does not need you smaller to remain. It does not need fear to hold it together. You are safe to receive now. I ask you to let go of old identities. The one who always had to prove. The one who stayed quiet to keep peace. The one who confused endurance with worth. Those versions carried you far, but they are not required here. Stand as you are now. Grounded, aware, clear. You do not need to rush. You do not need to force signs. What is aligned moves without pressure. I am guarding your steps. I am filtering what enters your life. What cannot honor your peace will not pass. Trust the calm that is replacing chaos. Trust the clarity that feels unfamiliar. Trust the quiet confidence growing in you. This is not the end of your story. This is the moment it turns gentle. Walk forward without fear. Choose what feels steady. Release what demands anxiety. You are protected, you are guided. You are exactly where you are meant to be, and you are not alone. Remain present. Do not look backward to measure what was lost. Do not look too far ahead to control what has not yet arrived. Stand here. This moment, this exact place in time is where strength turns into wisdom. You have already survived what once terrified you. What remains now is not survival but stewardship. Learning how to live without armor, how to trust without fear hiding underneath. That is a higher discipline. Many people can endure pain. Few can remain open after it, but you did. You did not allow bitterness to build a throne in your heart. You did not let betrayal rewrite your character. You learned the difference between protection and isolation. That learning changed your frequency. I tell you now, you're no longer attracting lessons. You are attracting alignment. This is why certain connections no longer resonate. Why noise exhausts you. Why your soul responds to simplicity and truth. You are being tuned, not tested. What is meant for you will not require convincing. It will not arrive with confusion or emotional debt. It will recognize your calm and respect it. If something asks you to abandon your peace, it is not from your future. Let it pass, do not fear stillness. Stillness is where clarity sharpens. You are not being left behind. You are being positioned ahead of time. There are decisions approaching you. Not urgent, not dramatic, but important. You will feel them before you fully understand them. When that happens, choose the option that brings relief, not adrenaline. Choose what feels grounded, not impressive. Choose what supports your nervous system, not your ego. That is how you stay aligned. I am removing distractions quietly. You may notice less resistance, fewer obstacles, simpler paths. That is not coincidence, that is clearance. You are stepping into a cycle where effort meets response, where consistency yields visible results, where faith no longer feels like struggle. But remember this, gentle does not mean small. Calm does not mean weak. Peace does not mean stagnant. You are moving forward, just without chaos announcing it. Honor what you have become. Protect your clarity. Move with intention, not urgency. I will stand with you as you choose. I will guard what aligns. I will dissolve what distracts. You are safe in this chapter. You are supported in this transition. You are guided more closely than you realize. Walk on. The path ahead does not require fear. It only requires presence, and you have that now. Stay with this calm, do not rush to name it. Do not try to explain it away. This steadiness you feel is not emptiness, it is readiness. For a long time your spirit lived on alert, listening for footsteps, preparing for disappointment, bracing for endings before beginnings could breathe. That season is complete, you are allowed to exhale now. I know part of you still checks the door, still wonders when the ground will shift again. That instinct kept you alive once, but it does not get to lead you forward. Let it rest. You are entering a phase where trust is practiced slowly, not blindly, wisely. With boundaries that protect peace, not walls that block love. This is balance. What approaches you carries no hidden agenda. It does not arrive to drain you, fix you, or use you. It arrives because you are ready to meet it without losing yourself. That is the difference. You once confused intensity with meaning. Now you recognize consistency as truth. You once endured what hurt because you feared starting over. Now you value alignment more than familiarity. This is growth that cannot be faked. I ask you to release comparison. Your timing is not behind. Your path is not delayed. Your life is unfolding according to a rhythm designed for you alone. Some people arrive early to teach contrast. Some leave to teach clarity. Some stay to build. Do not chase what exits. Do not resurrect what completed its purpose. Honor endings without resentment. They cleared space for what could not fit before. As you move forward, you will notice fewer dramatic signs. Less chaos, more quiet confirmation. That is how truth moves. Pay attention to how your body responds. Peace will feel grounding, not exciting. Right decisions will feel calm, not rushed. If something pressures you to hurry, pause. If something respects your pace, consider it. You are not meant to sprint into this chapter. You are meant to walk with awareness. I remain beside you, not above, not distant, guiding subtly, redirecting gently, strengthening you from within. You do not need to call loudly. You are already heard. Trust what is stabilizing in your life. Trust the simplicity returning to your days. Trust the quiet confidence replacing old doubt. This is not a waiting room, this is the path, and you are walking it correctly. Move forward without fear of losing what is aligned. What is meant for you does not require constant guarding. It grows in peace. You are protected. You are supported. You are ready. Continue. Hold this awareness gently. Do not tighten around it. Truth does not need to be gripped to stay. You are learning how to live without urgency, and that alone is a victory few achieve. Once your days were measured by outcomes, what worked, what failed, what slipped away. Now they are measured by alignment. What feels honest, what feels steady, what feels clean inside. This shift is not accidental. It is the mark of a soul that has finished proving itself. You are no longer required to struggle for legitimacy. Your presence carries its own authority. I know you questioned yourself when things slowed down. You wondered if momentum was lost, if progress had stalled, if silence meant stagnation. It did not. Silence refined you. It separated impulse from intuition. It taught you how to hear what matters. Now when guidance arrives, it does not shout, it settles. You feel it as a soft certainty. A knowing without panic, a direction without pressure. Follow that. Do not be distracted by what looks impressive but feels draining. Do not trade peace for excitement that fades quickly. What is aligned with you will respect your nervous system. Remember this clearly. Anything real does not rush you. Anything meant for you does not require you to betray yourself. Anything lasting does not arrive through fear. As you step forward, you may notice your circle narrowing. This is not loss, it is refinement. Not everyone is meant to accompany you into stability. Some only knew how to meet you in chaos. Release them without guilt. You are not abandoning anyone. You are honoring your growth. There are structures forming now, routines, relationships, opportunities that will support longevity, not burnout. They may appear simple at first, do not underestimate them. Foundations are quiet while they are built. Be patient with the pace. Depth takes time to settle. I am strengthening your discernment daily. You will notice it in how quickly you recognize misalignment, in how easily you say no without explanation, in how naturally you choose what feels right. This is wisdom integrating into action. You are not meant to carry everything alone anymore. Support is allowed now. Rest is allowed now. Joy without justification is allowed now. Let goodness arrive without interrogation. I stand watch as you adjust to this new rhythm. I guard the threshold between your past and your future. What crosses into your life now must come with respect. Walk steadily, speak truthfully. Choose calmly, there is no rush. There is no threat chasing you. This chapter is built on trust. Trust in your inner guidance, trust in timing. Trust in the quiet strength you now embody. You are not late, you are not early. You are precisely on time. Continue forward with presence, the way is clear. Remain steady in this awareness. There is no need to search for confirmation outside yourself anymore. What you are becoming is already anchored within. You have crossed a threshold most never recognize. The point where effort gives way to embodiment. Where faith is no longer something you practice, it is something you live. This is why life feels quieter now. The storms that once trained you have moved on. They served their purpose. They carved discernment into your spirit and then released you. Do not mistake this calm for stagnation. Growth does not always roar. Sometimes it settles in like dawn, soft, certain, unstoppable. You are learning how to hold good things without bracing for impact, how to receive without suspicion, how to trust stability after years of unpredictability. That is advanced work. I know there are moments when your mind revisits old fears, memories of loss, betrayal, sudden endings. These are echoes, not prophecies. They do not speak for your future. When those thoughts arise, do not fight them. Simply do not follow them. Return to your breath, return to your center. Return to what is real in this moment. You are not in danger. You are not about to lose what is aligned. You are not required to defend your peace. Peace now defends you. As your life continues to reorganize, you may notice priorities shifting. What once felt urgent now feels optional. What once felt necessary now feels excessive. This is not withdrawal, this is discernment refining itself. You are choosing quality over quantity, depth over noise, integrity over approval. That choice reshapes your path. What is meant for you will recognize this version of you immediately. It will not ask you to explain yourself. It will not test your boundaries to see how firm they are. It will meet you where clarity lives. If you feel drawn to simplicity, honor it. If you feel guided to slow down, trust it. Your intuition is no longer clouded by fear, it is precise now. Let your decisions come from steadiness, not momentum. From inner alignment, not external pressure. I am present as you practice this new rhythm. I guide subtly, through nudges, through pauses, through quiet knowing. You do not need signs that shock you awake. You are already awake. You will notice that what stays in your life now has weight. not heaviness but substance. What leaves does so without drama. This is how aligned transitions happen. Remember, you are not being tested anymore, you are being trusted. Trusted to maintain what you once prayed for. Trusted to choose wisely. Trusted to walk forward without abandoning yourself. Let this chapter unfold without resistance. Let yourself enjoy stability without guilt. Let peace become familiar. I remain with you, not to fight battles but to guard harmony. Move forward calmly, speak honestly, live intentionally. The path ahead is not demanding your strength. It is inviting your presence, and you are ready for that now. Let us go even deeper now. There is a quiet responsibility that comes with this season. Not heavy, not overwhelming, but sacred. Because when life stops shaking you, it begins trusting you. You are no longer being shaped by resistance. You are being shaped by choice. Every decision now carries weight. Not pressure, but consequence. Not punishment, but direction. This is why you feel more aware. Why careless choices no longer feel harmless. Why your spirit pulls back from anything that threatens your balance. That is not fear, that is maturity. Once chaos felt familiar. Now it feels foreign. Once you tolerated confusion because it felt alive. Now you recognize peace as the true sign of life. You are learning how to protect what you have built internally, and that inner structure matters more than anything external. I remind you, you do not owe everyone access to you. You do not owe explanations for your boundaries. You do not owe your energy to anyone who mishandles it. You are allowed to be selective without being cruel. You are allowed to be quiet without being distant. You are allowed to be private without being secretive. This balance will serve you well. As you move forward, you may notice something important. Your reactions are softer, but your decisions are firmer. You do not argue your truth. You live it. That is power refined. Do not underestimate the strength of calm consistency. It builds what intensity never could. It sustains what excitement burns out. This is why what comes next will grow slowly. Not to test you, but to last. There is no rush in eternity. What aligns with you now is meant to integrate into your life, not disrupt it. It will support your routines, your values, your well-being. It will not compete with your peace. If something feels heavy, pause. If something feels clear, proceed. Your body will guide you before your mind understands. Listen to it. I am present in those pauses. I am present in those quiet confirmations. You do not need to call my name aloud, I am already aware. Your task now is simple, though not always easy. Stay honest with yourself. Do not abandon your needs to be liked. Do not betray your intuition to be understood. Do not shrink to keep others comfortable. You have outgrown that role. There is nothing ahead of you that requires self-erasure. There is nothing waiting that demands sacrifice of your integrity. What is meant for you honors who you are becoming. Let this truth settle. You are not walking into uncertainty. You are walking into refinement. Your life is becoming less reactive and more intentional, less scattered and more focused. That is progress that cannot be rushed. Continue choosing what feels steady. Continue honoring your boundaries. Continue trusting the quiet clarity guiding you. I remain beside you, not as a warning, not as a weapon, but as a guardian of balance. You are safe in this unfolding. You are supported in this becoming. You are aligned more than you realize. Walk on. Now understand this, the path ahead will not announce itself with noise. It will reveal itself through consistency. Small choices repeated. Quiet commitments kept. Promises honored even when no one is watching. This is how destiny matures. You once believed transformation had to be dramatic. A breaking point, a collapse, a sudden leap. But what you are entering now grows differently. It grows through steadiness, through showing up, through choosing integrity when shortcuts appear tempting. That is why this season feels grounded. Nothing is being taken from you anymore. What remains is being reinforced. You may notice that your tolerance for chaos has vanished, that environments, conversations, or habits that once felt normal now feel loud, draining, unnecessary. Do not judge this shift. It is not rejection, it is calibration. Your system has learned a higher standard. You are becoming someone who sustains, not just survives. Someone who builds, not just escapes. Someone who values longevity over intensity. This change protects your future. I remind you gently. You do not need to rush to make anything permanent. Let what is real prove itself through time. Truth does not fade with patience, only illusions do. If something is meant to stay, it will remain consistent. If something fades when pressure is removed, it was never meant to carry weight. Trust this process. You are learning discernment without cynicism, strength without hardness, confidence without arrogance. That balance is rare. As your life simplifies, your vision sharpens. As distractions fall away, purpose becomes clearer. As you stop forcing outcomes, alignment accelerates quietly. This is how peace compounds. Remember, you are not required to convince anyone of who you are. Your actions will speak without effort. Your consistency will communicate what words cannot. If doubt whispers, return to what you know. You have survived uncertainty. You have earned clarity. You have proven your resilience. Nothing ahead requires you to go backward. I stand watch as you continue, ensuring what approaches comes with respect and what leaves does so without harm. You are walking into a chapter where trust is mutual, where effort is returned, where peace is not questioned. This is not the absence of challenge. This is the presence of balance. Stay aware, stay grounded, stay true. The way forward is not complicated. It is honest, and honesty will always guide you safely home. Let this truth settle fully within you now. You are no longer being prepared for life. You are living it. The training season has ended. The repetition, the corrections, the endurance tests, they have done their work. What unfolds next will ask something different of you. Presence, not vigilance. Not hyper-awareness. Not constant self-correction, presence. To be where your feet are. To listen without rehearsing defense. To receive moments without scanning for threats. This is unfamiliar because peace once felt temporary to you. But peace is not fragile. It only feels that way to those who have never lived inside it. You are learning. You may notice joy arriving quietly now. Not as bursts of excitement, but as steady contentment. A sense that nothing is wrong in this moment. Do not rush past that feeling. That is alignment speaking. There will still be decisions to make. Growth does not stop simply because struggle ends. But the decisions ahead will feel cleaner. You will sense when something fits. You will feel when something drains. You will feel when something drains. You will no longer need to debate it internally for days. That clarity is earned. I caution you gently. Do not romanticize the past just because it is familiar. Comfort is not always safety. Intensity is not always truth. Honor where you are now. Your nervous system is healing. Your spirit is stabilizing. Your life is reorganizing around sustainability. This matters more than speed. You are building a future that can hold you. Not consume you, not exhaust you, not require constant recovery. That is wisdom shaping destiny. I remain present but quietly now. Not to intervene constantly, but to observe your strength in action. You will not always feel guided. That is intentional. Trust means walking without needing constant reassurance. And you are capable of that now. When uncertainty arises, return to what you know. What respects your peace belongs. What pressures your fear does not. Let that rule guide you. There is no hidden test waiting to surprise you. No sudden reversal prepared to humble you. Life is not tricking you. It is meeting you at your level. Stand confidently in that truth. What unfolds from here will grow naturally, because it is rooted correctly. Continue forward, steady, aware, unafraid. You are not walking towards something fragile. You are walking into something real, and you are ready. Stay gentle with yourself as you move forward. Strength no longer needs to be loud to be real. There will be moments when the old reflex tries to return. The urge to overthink, to prepare for what might go wrong, to brace for impact even when nothing is falling. When that happens, pause. Do not judge yourself for remembering old survival skills. They once kept you safe. Now they are being retired with honor. You are stepping into a way of living where trust is practiced daily, not proven through pain. This is why patience feels different now. It no longer feels like waiting. It feels like allowing life to meet you, allowing goodness to stay, allowing yourself to enjoy stability without apology. That is not complacency, that is confidence. I remind you, you do not need to anticipate every outcome. You do not need to control every variable. You do not need to understand everything in advance. What is aligned will reveal itself step by step. Focus on what is immediately in front of you. The next right action, the next honest choice, the next moment of presence. This is how peace becomes permanent. You may notice your desires simplifying, not shrinking, clarifying. What once felt urgent now feels optional. What once felt complicated now feels unnecessary. This is discernment refining your life. As you release excess, space opens. Not emptiness, capacity. Capacity for depth. Capacity for meaning. Capacity for experiences that do not drain you afterward. That is what is forming now. I stand watch over that space. What enters must come with respect. What stays must come with truth. You are not meant to carry everyone forward with you. You are meant to walk your path with integrity. Those meant to join you will recognize your pace. Those who do not will naturally fall behind. Do not look back in guilt. You are not leaving anyone. You are honoring your alignment. Trust the rhythm that is emerging. Trust the calm that no longer scares you. Trust the version of yourself that no longer needs chaos to feel alive. You are grounded now. You are clear now. You are capable of sustaining what you once only imagined. Continue forward with simplicity. Let life meet you without resistance. Let peace become your baseline. I remain with you quietly, steadily, faithfully. There is nothing you need to rush toward. Nothing you need to escape from. You are exactly where you are meant to be, and what comes next will meet you here. In calm, in truth, in readiness. Walk on. Let your steps be measured, not hesitant. There is a difference. Hesitation comes from fear. Measured movement comes from wisdom. You have learned when to pause and when to proceed. That discernment is now part of you. You do not need to question it every time it speaks. There will be moments when nothing seems to be happening. No signs, no sudden breakthroughs. Just ordinary days unfolding quietly. Do not underestimate those days. Ordinary is where stability is built. Ordinary is where habits form. Ordinary is where peace learns how to stay. You once lived for turning points. Now you are living for continuity. That is evolution. I know part of you still expects life to demand payment for peace, as if calm must be earned again and again. Release that belief. You have already paid the cost. With patience, with endurance, with the courage to walk away from what diminished you. Peace is not borrowed anymore, it is yours. As you continue, you will notice that your confidence does not need reinforcement. You do not seek approval to validate your choices. Let your heart remain open but anchored. Openness without grounding once cost you too much. Now you know how to stay receptive without losing yourself. That knowing is sacred. You're beginning to understand that not everything meaningful feels intense. Some of the most important shifts happen without emotion announcing them. They happen quietly. In the way you respond instead of react, in the way you choose rest without guilt, in the way you stop chasing clarity and start living it. This is embodiment. There will be moments when you wonder if you should be doing more, producing more, pushing harder, moving faster. When that thought appears, return to this truth. You are no longer building from lack. You are building from stability. Stability grows differently. It grows through consistency, not pressure. Through honesty, not performance. Through patience, not force. You are not behind. You are not missing anything meant for you. What aligns with your life now will meet you at your pace. Nothing real requires urgency. As your days continue to soften, you may feel an unfamiliar tenderness. A sense of being safe enough to feel deeply again. Do not close around that. Tenderness is not weakness. It is strength that no longer needs armor. You survived the season that demanded hardness. Now you are allowed to live without it. Be mindful of what you invite into this tenderness. Not everyone knows how to treat what is genuine. Discernment will protect what openness cannot. Trust that. You will not lose yourself by choosing peace. You will find yourself more fully within it. The future you are walking toward does not ask you to sacrifice your well-being. It supports it, it expands it, it honors it. I stand watch as you adjust to this new normal. This steadiness, this quiet confidence, this life that no longer revolves around recovery. Let each step be intentional. Let each choice be rooted. Let each day be lived, not survived. There is no urgency pressing against you now, only direction. And direction, when followed calmly, will always lead you where you are meant to be. Continue forward with trust. The way remains clear. This is where the message comes to rest. Not with an ending, but with a settling. You have arrived at a place where nothing needs to be proven anymore. Where effort has done its work and trust takes over gently. I speak to you now not to push you forward, but to affirm where you stand. You are no longer becoming. You are being present. Being honest, being aligned. The road ahead will not demand sacrifice of your peace. It will invite your participation. Steady, grounded, awake. There will be joy and it will not rush you. There will be growth and it will not exhaust you. There will be love, purpose, clarity, and none of it will ask you to disappear to receive it. You have learned the difference between endurance and alignment, between attachment and truth, between noise and guidance. That wisdom now walks with you. If uncertainty visits, greet it calmly. It no longer has authority here. If fear whispers, do not argue with it. Simply continue forward. Your life is no longer built on reaction. It is built on intention. I will not shout from here. I will not interrupt your days. I will remain as presence, steady, watchful, unwavering, guarding the peace you have earned and the path you now walk with clarity. Trust your steps, trust the quiet, trust the simplicity unfolding. You are not waiting for life to begin. It has already begun in balance, in truth, in readiness behind them. May their choices be guided, their steps ordered, their heart protected from what no longer belongs. If something is arriving in their life, let it arrive gently. Let it recognize truth. Let it stay where honesty and respect live. And if they ever forget how far they have come, remind them. They were never abandoned, never late, never unseen. They are held, they are guided, they are enough. Let their life unfold in calm strength. Let their future feel safe. Let their spirit remain anchored. Amen.